Hello and welcome to Unregulated Leadership TV. We are still on set here in Titusville, Florida. And listen, Darcel got on a plane yesterday, y'all. She on a plane. We been here. She's gonna be here less than 24 hours. Well, maybe 26.
Yeah,
26 hours. A little over 26 hours. But we came here to interview the people in Titusville, and we've had an amazing time. So first, this is next level field placement activity, right? We get on planes and travel to come to the beach to interview people. And so tell us, Darcel, what made you say yes to doing this?
Oh, that's great. I think that, in my job, for me, like, I like routine, but at the same time, I need to have a life that is off routine. Like, and it's hard for me to find like the balance between the two, because I like, the safety in a routine, but then I also like the freedom and just like, oh, I'm just gonna go to Florida for less than 30 hours for school and I'll be back, right? And so I think that for me, I need like the ebb and flow in my life so I can kind of just feel like, there's no rules. Like, 2 days ago, I was sticking to my routine. I got up early, did my workout, took my vitamins, and today I just rolled out and, worked out in the hotel, went to, here, like, so I just like that variety kind of keeps things going for me.
I love that. Well, I appreciate you coming because this has been a fun experience. The other question that I have for you is, with the people that we've interviewed while we've been here, what are some of the takeaways from the different exchanges that we've had in our conversations?
So I think a lot of it has to do with, I think everyone had like a big response to how they see themselves in their leadership and being authentic. I know for me, that's a big part of it. When I first started out in my current leadership role, the first year, it had a lot to do with imposter syndrome and trying to like fit into this box of like what you're supposed to look like and what you're supposed to do. And it took a lot of time to figure out that just wasn't being true to myself. And so just to see other people or, different walks of life, different jobs, but still kind of going through that journey of self-discovery and figuring out who they are and being okay with it and how they're going into their roles and into their life, trying to be confident in staying true to that and not trying to fit what society or how we were nurtured into thinking that we were supposed to be a said way. So I think all of the speakers we've talked to, we've all found our different ways and different journeys, but we're all kind of coming to the same place that it's okay to be who you are in whatever role you're in.
So in your roles, one of the things that we talked about yesterday is imagination and creativity. And so I'm going to give you 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
We're going to use our imagination.
Oh boy, okay.
And if you could have any job with the things that you love doing, having an impact, because you talked about earlier about being a teacher and like really like wanting to have an impact.
Yeah.
It could be anything. There's no limit to the amount of creativity that you can have in creating this. Tell us, what would that look like for you?
Okay. So 5 seconds is a lot of pressure. So I don't necessarily know. I'm a Libra, and we know we don't decide anything in 5 seconds. So if you ask me this again in like 10 minutes, I'll probably have a different answer. But if you're forcing me right now, I'm killing time to think a little bit more. At the end of the day, I just love helping people. And at my job, it's like the students and teachers, and it's not, about like knowing the most about instruction or anything like that. It's really just being there of a support for, and so that's kind of the role. So whether that means like being a speaker or, I don't know, like sometimes I think of like, what if I want to start my own like nonprofit, it's just, I don't have an answer because I don't know. I'm a Libra. We take a long time to think about it, but whatever I do, like I have to be in a place where I feel like I'm authentically being myself while I'm serving and helping other people, and we have that connection. Because if I can't do that, then I just feel very like disconnected and unhappy.
I love that. So I'll actually get into minutes.
Yeah. Let me think about it. I don't know.
But one of the things that I think, I went to Epcot, and they had the imagination thing. And because I went there, now I'm like, oh my God, we have to just make up stuff. We have to have an imagination. So now I want everyone to have an imagination and really create the life that they want for themselves. Because then once you create the life that you want for yourself, then you can help other people do the same. And one of the things that I've got from these interviews is that all of them are doing their best to kind of operate in their purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like a lot of the things that they talked about was really connected to their purpose and what they wanted to do and evolving. And so I think that we're all not meant necessarily to be entrepreneurs, but because there are some people that are needed in the public schools. That is a gift, child. Everybody cannot do that in no state because it takes a special level of patience to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You also talked yesterday about transitioning from being a teacher to admin. Can you tell us a little bit about the impact, what impact did you want to have in transitioning from a teacher to being administration?
So for me, I think it was being a support that I feel sometimes is missing in schools.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of the focus, which I understand around because of funding and, a variety of different factors, has a lot to do with things that are really outside of social emotional. They'll say it is important, but it's not the top of the list. And so when I wanted, when I thought to be an administrator, I was in a teaching position and I liked it, but I kind of feel well, what was next? Am I really serving my purpose and continuing in this role? And I felt that it would be important to be in a school where everyone felt that they were being supported. And you can't have a school run well unless the staff and the students both feel that they're supported. And so that's what I try to do in my role, is to make sure that I'm a ear for students to listen to. They can come to my office whenever they want, and I'm there to talk to them and be of support for them. And then for the teachers, for them to feel like I'm not against them. It's not about the evaluation. It's more so are they okay? What do they need to feel like they can be the best teacher of their classroom?
Yeah.
Because I always tell them, I don't know all the answers. I don't have all the answers. You are the leader of this class. This is, you know your subject area. I'm not going to pretend that I know how to teach this better than you. So what can I do to support you so that you feel that way too? And so schools are not always like that. They can be high pressure on students, on teachers, and, it's just sometimes it's not a healthy profession to have. And so I just wanted to kind of give a group of people some of that stress to let it off of them, and so that they can feel like they have someone there to support them.
I love that. Have you ever thought about doing that for other administrators, teaching people how to have that same energy in administrative positions?
No, I never thought of that.
I mean, it's just a thought. That's what came to me when you were talking. Because sometimes you do what you see. Mm-hmm. And if you don't have the courage to do something other than what you see because it doesn't feel right to you, then you continue to do what you see. But if you are somebody and it's working and you see the rapport that you're building with not only the students, but also the teachers, people need to tell me more. How did you do that? And then, well, when this happened, how did you handle that? Or if someone complained about this, how did you handle that? And because you're doing it, you have the responses to be able to share with people. And so, that's just a thought. I think, I don't know. I just made that up. I used my imagination while you were talking.
Well, rewind it, and that's what I'm going to do. I have no idea.
All right. So thanks for chatting with us. If there was one thing that you would want people to remember from this conversation, what would it be?
That everyone, at the end of the day, is trying their best. Most people are, well-intentioned. They're trying. Life is hard. Have some compassion, support each other, be empathetic, and know that we're stronger together.
I love that. We are stronger together. That should be on a t-shirt. Okay. Thank you, Darcel.
You're welcome.
Bye, guys.